The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With jet sweep pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19. Inside a half-minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. Lowers those pads. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Down he goes. The defense making a play, and they've knocked him out to a long field goal range. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Ducks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Beavers are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? Drop play, quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Creates a little room. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab at the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Swings it out to his running back. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play picking up the 1st.
They'll run play action. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And this is the part of the...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy.
He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The Beavers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Kearney on the Jets. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. They're working that left side. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Flips it out in the flat. It's a seam wide open. Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour.
That ball is live in the backfield. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around. Wide open spaces. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Got it in the middle, it's Lemon. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Finds the tight end.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
And guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown. Then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the 4th. Trying to ball his way in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work was done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the 2-point conversion here. Pick your play. Let's get ready to roll.
He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and in the final moments, we are tied. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And they can't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Beavers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Makes the catch. Touchdown, Beaver. They strike first here in overtime. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking downfield on first down. Creates a little space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Offense in an empty set. Wants to go up top on first down. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. He wants to throw it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Oregon! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Running back searching for a hole. There he goes! He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
And this one is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there.
Oh, they knock it free. Bounced right back to them.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They just keep firing. Fires to the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because